Real footage of the public hanging of German high-ranking officer Karl Hermann Frank. In the footage, Frank has a calm and composed expression, seemingly indifferent, as though he is about to walk towards death as if it were an ordinary affair. However, this seemingly poised and dignified officer was one of the most chilling figures in Nazi Germany during World War II. He was one of the masterminds behind the Liddus massacre. In this event, the village of Liddus was destroyed, razed to the ground. All 503 villagers, 340 of whom tragically perished, including 173 men over the age of 15, who were all executed by the German army. A large number of women and children were sent to concentration camps, and 104 children were gassed to death in the camps. In memory of the village of Liddus, and all the children who suffered under Nazi tyranny, June 1st was designated as International Children's Day, and for his role in orchestrating all of this, Frank paid with his life as penance. In the footage, Frank stands in the courtroom, wearing a translation headset. Perhaps it was his familiarity with life and death, or perhaps he had already predicted his fate. But he accepts his final judgment with an indifferent expression. He is then escorted by guards to the gallows. Despite the crowd of over 1,000 spectators, Frank's face remains emotionless. He even cooperates willingly, walking forward on his own, allowing the crowd to scrutinize him. Frank is then brought up to the gallows, while the guards prepare for the execution. Standing upright and facing the crowd, Frank maintains perfect posture, his chest lifted high. Despite the crimes he committed, Frank can undoubtedly be regarded as an exemplary soldier. But beneath the uniform was a heart filled with unforgivable evil. Then, Frank raises his arm, and a wide strap is passed under his armpits to secure him to the frame. Once everything is in place, 2 guards use a rope to lift Frank up high. Another staff member climbs the platform and places a noose around Frank's neck. At this moment, Frank even cooperates by tilting his head back. After a brief silence, the guard, wearing white gloves, presses his hand to Frank's face. The rope behind him is loosened, and Frank drops from the height, his full weight supported only by the rope around his neck. At first, Frank does not immediately suffocate, and he even raises his left index finger, as if to signal something. But soon, his body goes limp, and he loses all signs of life. The guards do not immediately lower his body, but instead, they untie the rope from under his armpits, and continue to display him to the public. This proud giant, who had chosen the wrong path, ultimately paid the price with his life.